Thanking Westfield Corporation, but mostly thanking Sean and Josh for their innovative thinking in this area, and the fact that it's been a privilege to get to know them at various national conferences over several years. So I have to sort of say, I have to tell like two little stories about our getting here. As the American Jewish World Service began to grow as an organization and in New York, in dealing with all of the challenges of growth, some people in New York started an incubator space for Jewish organizations, and I referred several of my sort of new upstart colleagues into that space, thinking, how come this was never here when I wanted a space like this? And I've continued to work with all of them. And then we had the actual next step privilege in this notion of shared space in our national office on West 36th Street in Manhattan, because as we grew, we were able to create rental space for Avodah and for Hazon, both of which were tenants of ours. Hazon has now moved to its own space. Avodah is sharing our space, and so we're well aware of the synergies that happen when organizations share space. Okay, then the next step was, the only problem with this event is you're taking away my best line, my best Los Angeles line. I want to begin by saying I don't understand this city at all. I'm sorry. I apologize to all of you, but there's always more to learn. But when I would go to the extraordinary rabbis, congregations, organizations, donors, people in this city, colleagues who were friendly and were looking to work with us, and they would say, AJWS is in Los Angeles, and I would say, yes, here is our Los Angeles office. So, with great happiness, we are now building these partnerships by getting in on the ground floor, as it were, second floor, of shared space in a Jewish community, which is a vibrant Jewish community with lots and lots of interest in social justice. We have a network not only of colleagues, donors, rabbis, and congregations, but also of alums of our service programs who are here, of former staff people who are here, who are all trying to make Los Angeles another place for AJWS to grow and to thrive. And quite honestly, seriously, as an organization, this is part of our challenge, because as you all know, our work is thousands and thousands of miles away. And that means that we have a tremendous amount to do to decide when a country is ready for an in-country consultant, how often to take donors or supporters to actually visit our extraordinary grassroots social change partner projects who are, in fact, changing the world. But as we focus energies there, we have this other huge responsibility, which is to grow a sense of global social justice in the Jewish communities of North America. And part of figuring out how to do that is, of course, figuring out where to rely on friends, where to actually put staff, and how to grow ourselves in the United States. And we've tried to do that in a minimalist way, so we save most of our resources for Ghana and Burma and Peru. But we have a West Coast office in San Francisco, and since the founding of that office, which has a handful of staff people, the notion was, how can we really tackle LA? And the first big piece of that answer came literally with Allison Lee. And we are very happy to say that our commitment to LA means that we're now doubling the size of our LA staff, which Allison is in the process of doing. But I think most importantly for us, not just getting a physical space, but getting a physical space that has meaning, that is about the Jewish commitment to social justice, that is about the Jewish commitment to growing our community so that it has a variety of new progressive points, out of which more and highly relevant and pertinent Jewish community for the 21st century will grow. So we're honored to be here. We're honored to have all of you here. This is officially, I'm told, drop-in space, so drop in anytime. And we're looking forward quite seriously to the additional synergies that will come with the launching of JSpace and with the work of Dostar. So thank you.